hold everything. Stop scrolling right now, because what I'm about to expose will shake the wrestling world to its core. You think you know what happened to your favorite WWE legends after they hung up their boots? Think again. I'm about to reveal the shocking truth about 20 retired WWE superstars and what they're really doing now. And let me tell you something, when you find out what Goldberg is up to these days, you're going to lose your mind. Some of these careers will inspire you, some will surprise you, but one of them is going to make you absolutely furious about how WWE treated these legends. Hello viewers, welcome to WrestleScope. If you're new here, please don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button for daily updates on WWE Raw. The Goldberg Revelation. Alright, let's start with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Goldberg. Now, you might be thinking, he just had a match recently, how is he retired? Well, let me tell you something that's going to blow your mind and possibly make you question everything you thought you knew about professional wrestling. After his legendary run destroying everyone in his path with that undefeated streak, after the spears, after the jackhammers, after cementing himself as one of the most dominant forces in wrestling history, what is Bill Goldberg doing now? He's running a successful custom car and motorcycle restoration business. That's right. The man who used to destroy opponents in under 2 minutes is now meticulously restoring classic vehicles with the same intensity he brought to the ring. His garage in Southern California has become a haven for automotive excellence, and here's the kicker, he's absolutely passionate about it. But wait, there's more. Goldberg has also become a major advocate for children's charities and anti-bullying campaigns. The same man who made grown wrestlers tremble in fear is now using his platform to protect kids from bullies. You can't make this up. And here's where it gets controversial. Goldberg has openly criticized how WWE has treated some veterans, saying that the business chews people up and spits them out without proper retirement planning. He's advocated for better healthcare and post-career support for wrestlers. This is the real conversation WWE doesn't want you to have. Drop a comment below if you think WWE should do more for their retired superstars. The surprising career changes. Now, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you about these next wrestlers is going to shock you. Number 2, Dave Bautista. From Bautista bombs to Hollywood bombs, and I mean that in the best way possible. Dave Bautista has become one of the most respected actors in Hollywood. Forget about just being a wrestler turned actor. This man is getting critical acclaim. His role as Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy made him a household name, but his performances in films like Blade Runner 2049 and Dune have shown the world that he's a serious actor. But here's what the mainstream media won't tell you. Bautista has been incredibly vocal about mental health awareness and has opened up about his own struggles with depression and anxiety. He's using his massive platform to break the stigma around men's mental health, and that's something we need to celebrate. Number 3, Shawn Michaels. The Heartbreak Kid broke hearts in the ring, but now he's building the future of wrestling. Shawn Michaels is the Senior Vice President of Talent Development Creative for WWE and the head coach at the WWE Performance Center. He's personally training the next generation of superstars. But here's the twist nobody talks about. Michaels has become an avid hunter and outdoorsman, and he runs a successful hunting show. The showstopper is now showing people how to survive in the wilderness. Talk about a career transition. Number 4, Mick Foley. Mick Foley, the hardcore legend, Mrs. Foley's baby boy, what's he doing now? He's become a best-selling author and a stand-up comedian. That's right, the man who gave us some of the most brutal matches in wrestling history is now making people laugh instead of cringe. His autobiographies have sold millions of copies, and he's been doing comedy tours across the country. But here's the infuriating part. Foley has also been extremely vocal about the lack of healthcare support for retired wrestlers who destroyed their bodies for our entertainment. He's called out WWE multiple times for not doing enough. Should WWE do more? Comment below. Number 5, Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Stone Cold Steve Austin has become a podcasting sensation and reality TV star. His podcast, The Steve Austin Sheriff, has millions of listeners, and his reality shows like Straight Up Steve Austin have been massive hits. But the real story here is that Austin has built a media empire. He's producing content, hosting shows, and staying connected with fans in ways that keep him more relevant than half the current roster. And he's done it all on his terms, without compromising who he is. That's what we call a Texas-sized success. The unexpected transformations. Now we're getting to the wrestlers whose career changes will make you do a double take. Number 6, The Rock. Okay, we all know The Rock became the biggest movie star on the planet, but did you know he's also become a legitimate business mogul? His production company, 7 Bucks Productions, is producing major films and TV shows. His Terramona tequila brand is valued over $3 billion.
And here's where it gets crazy. The Rock is now making more money in a single month than he made in his entire WWE career. Let that sink in. Should WWE have paid their top stars more back in the day? Sound off in the comments. Number 7. John Cena. Love him or hate him, you can't see him in wrestling rings anymore. John Cena has successfully transitioned into a Hollywood career, but here's what's remarkable. He's held the record for most Make-A-Wish appearances with over 650 wishes granted. But the shocking truth is that Cena has also become a successful real estate investor with properties across the United States. The man knows how to build an empire outside the ring, and he's done it while maintaining arguably the most positive public image in entertainment. Number 8. Trish Stratus. From women's champion to yoga studio owner, Trish Stratus opened a yoga studio in Toronto and has become a certified yoga instructor. But that's not all. She's also a fitness model, actress, and television personality. The controversy here? Trish has spoken out about how women wrestlers in her era were paid significantly less than their male counterparts, despite drawing similar ratings. She's advocating for equal pay in wrestling, and WWE is silent on this issue. What do you think about pay equality in wrestling? Let me know below. Number 9. Edge. The rated R superstar has become a family man and fantasy fiction enthusiast. After his retirement due to neck injuries, Edge, Adam Copeland, has become a full-time dad and started appearing at Comic-Cons across the country. But here's the inspiring part. After doctors said he'd never wrestle again, Edge came back and proved them all wrong. His return story is one of perseverance and dedication, and now he's helping other wrestlers understand the importance of taking care of their bodies. Number 10. Brie and Nikki Bella, the Bella twins. These two have built an empire. From reality TV stars on Total Bellas to successful entrepreneurs with their own wine label Bella Radici and podcast The Bellas Podcast, these sisters are dominating the business world. But what's outrageous is that they've revealed WWE tried to control their outside business ventures and limit their earning potential. They fought back and won. This is the side of WWE's corporate control that fans need to understand. Are you Team Bella on this one? Drop a comment. The inspiring transitions. These next wrestlers took their careers in directions that will absolutely inspire you. Number 11. Chris Jericho. Y2J became Y2 Rock. Chris Jericho is the lead singer of the rock band Fozzy, and they've been touring the world for years. But that's not even half of it. He's also a New York Times bestselling author, podcast host of Talk is Jericho, and he's still wrestling with AEW. The man is the definition of reinvention. He's proven that you can have multiple successful careers simultaneously. But here's the shocking revelation. Jericho has said that he makes more money from his music and podcasting than he ever did in WWE. How is that even possible? Because he owns his content. Number 12. Ron Simmons. Damn. Ron Simmons, the first African-American world heavyweight champion, has become a successful businessman and motivational speaker. He's the director of talent relations for a sports marketing company and travels the country inspiring young athletes. But what WWE won't tell you is that Ron Simmons had to fight to get into the WWE Hall of Fame because management initially overlooked his historic championship win in WCW. He's been vocal about representation in wrestling and continues to mentor young black wrestlers trying to break into the industry. Number 13. Booker T. From 5-time WCW champion to successful promotion owner, Booker T opened Reality of Wrestling, a wrestling school and independent promotion in Houston, Texas. He's trained dozens of wrestlers who have made it to WWE. But here's the powerful part. Booker T has been using his platform to give opportunities to wrestlers of all backgrounds and has created a legitimate pipeline to the major promotions. He's changing lives and building the future of wrestling one student at a time. Number 14. Christian Cage. The Captain Charisma has become a backstage agent and producer for AEW after his incredible in-ring career. He's helping design matches and mentor the next generation of wrestlers. What's incredible is that Christian came back from what was thought to be a career-ending injury to have some of the best matches of his entire career in his 40s. He's proving that age is just a number, and that experience and psychology can overcome youth and athleticism. Number 15. Vader. Before his tragic passing in 2018, Leon White, Vader, became a financial planner and helped wrestlers manage their money. He recognized that many wrestlers were going broke after retirement and dedicated himself to financial education. This is heartbreaking but important. Vader spent his final years advocating for better financial planning resources for wrestlers because he saw too many of his friends lose everything. His legacy extends far beyond the ring, and WWC honor his memory by implementing mandatory financial planning for all their talent. Do you agree? Comment now. The shocking revelations. Hold on to your seats because these next career changes are going to blow your mind. Number 16. Kurt Angle. The Olympic gold medalist had his struggles after wrestling, but here's the redemption story. Kurt Angle is now a motivational speaker focusing on overcoming addiction and mental health challenges. He travels the country sharing his story of recovery. But what's controversial is that Kurt Angle has been brutally honest about how the wrestling industry contributed to his addiction problems. He's called out the culture of pain medication abuse in wrestling, and WWE has been uncomfortably silent about it. This is a conversation we need to have. Share your thoughts below. Number 17. Jake the Snake Roberts. Speaking of redemption stories, Jake Roberts went from the depths of addiction to becoming one of the most sought-after speakers on recovery. His documentary, The Resurrection of Jake the Snake, showed his incredible journey. Now Jake works with wrestlers struggling with addiction and has saved lives through his mentorship. But here's what makes me angry. It took decades for WWE to properly support Jake and other wrestlers dealing with addiction. They should have done more sooner. Number 18. Sting. The icon, the franchise, the man called Sting. After retirement, Steve Borden has become a born-again Christian motivational speaker and youth mentor. He travels to churches and youth groups sharing his faith and life experiences. What's amazing is that Sting has said his work with youth is more fulfilling than any championship he ever won. He's impacting lives in ways that wrestling never could, and that's a beautiful second act to an incredible career. Number 19. George the Animal Steele. Before his passing, the legendary George the Animal Steele was actually a high school teacher and football coach. That's right, the man who ate turnbuckles and spoke in grunts had a master's degree and was shaping young minds. The irony is incredible. The man who played one of the most savage characters in wrestling history was actually one of the most educated and well-spoken individuals in the business. This just shows that wrestling is acting, and we need to separate the character from the person. Number 20. Santino Marella. And finally, Anthony Farrelly, better known as Santino Marella, has gone full circle. He opened the Battle Arts Academy in Mississauga, Ontario, where he trains the next generation of wrestlers. But what's remarkable is that several of his students have already made it to WWE and other promotions. He's proven that you don't need to be a main event star to make a lasting impact on the wrestling business. His comedy character brought joy to millions, and now he's passing on real knowledge to future stars. So there you have